What's up, guys? So, my name is Samantha Chong, and I'm a senior majoring in exercise science at UNO. And today we will be doing a muscular endurance partner workout. So, this is my partner Sarah. She'll be joining me throughout this workout. So, we're going to do a 5-minute warm up followed by a 20-minute workout circuit style, and then a 5-minute cool down. So, let's get started. So before we begin, this is the equipment that we'll be needing today. So we have some light weights. I'm using my camping bag and my hammocking bag. And we're also going to need a bigger weight. We're going to be using these Tide Pods because we want something that is not a ball so that we won't throw it. We're going to be passing it instead. Also, we're going to be using resistance bands. If you don't have a resistance band, you can use something stretchy or even a rope. Okay, now we'll be doing our 5-minute warm up, and we're going to start by doing 30 jumping jacks. So let's go. Perfect. Now we're going to do 30 high knees, 15 each side. So let's go. Now we're going to do 30 butt kicks, 15 each side as well. So, yep. Okay, now we're going to do 10 air squats. So you want to really try to get low without tipping over your chest. You want to keep your chest up at all times. So we're going to do 10 body weight squats. Okay, now we're going to do the 3-way lunge. So the 3 directions we're going to be doing would be forward, lateral, and reverse. And we're going to do 5 each side. Make sure you take your time on these 3-way lunges because you really want to get that full range of motion. It's okay to take your time. That's completely fine. As long as you're doing the right things so that we don't affect any other muscles. Cool. And now we're going to do toy soldiers. So you're going to lift your leg and bring your arm across and try to reach it. So we're going to do 10 toy soldiers, but 5 each side. Okay, and now we're going to do inchworms. So for the inchworms, you want to start standing, and then you're going to bend down without bending your knees and just walk it out. And then come back right up. So we're going to do 5 of those. And that concludes our warm-up. Okay, so for the first circuit round, we're going to be doing 3 exercises: the triceps pullback, the squat tuck jumps, and bicycle crunches. So for the triceps pullback, we're going to use a resistance band, and this is how it's going to work. You need a partner for this, so grab one. We're going to hold the resistance band on the edges and kind of just do a normal triceps pull. So we're going to be pulling back as far as we can go. If you have 2 resistance bands, you can do it at the same time, but we only have one, so we'll be switching sides after this. We're going to be doing 15 tricep pulls. So for these, if you want to make it harder on yourself, you can shorten the distance between you and your partner, and it'll have more resistance and it'll be just harder to pull back. But if these are too hard for you, feel free to extend the length so there'll be less resistance on the bands. And now we're gonna switch sides. You want to try to keep your core stable as well and not let your side pull in towards your partner. So for example, I'm doing my left side right now, and I'm trying my best not to let my left side lean in towards my partner. Perfect. So for the squat tuck jumps, we're going to be, it's basically like a jump squat, but instead of jumping down, we're going to jump up, and hopefully the plan of this squat tuck jump is when you're midair, you want to touch your hands. So it'll go like that. And if these are too hard for you, you could just do a normal squat, body weight squat. So we're going to do 15 of those. This is just a fun reminder, like, try to enjoy your workout. As you can see, like, I'm laughing real hard just because I know that my camera's shaking, but it's fun to laugh because we're enjoying everything that's happening throughout this workout, right? Okay, now that we're done with those, we're gonna do 30 bicycle crunches, 15 each side. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna get on the ground, and you're only gonna be sitting on your butt. You're gonna have the legs extended and hands to your head, and you're gonna touch your other knee. So my right hand's gonna touch my left knee, and we're gonna keep going. So we're gonna do 30 bicycle crunches, 15 each side. You really want to be rotating your core and just hold it. Do your best and hold it. It's tough, but it's worth it. If these bicycle crunches are too hard for you, feel free to opt in for a normal body weight crunch. We're gonna do round 2, and round 2 has 3 exercises. We're gonna do a resistance band jump, so we're gonna need resistance bands. Second, we'll be doing a forward-backward lunge pass. You're gonna need that passable object that you have with you, and also a high-low twist pass. So we're gonna use that object as well. So for the first resistance band jump, I'm gonna be getting in the band, and my partner, Sarah, is gonna hold the band, and I'm gonna try to jump as far as I can. So like that. It's gonna be hard and awkward at first, but trust me, you'll get the hang of it. If you want to make it harder on yourself, tell your partner to pull tighter and make it shorter. But if you think this is too hard, you could always lengthen the distance of the resistance band. So I'm going to do 10 of those. It's really a workout for both you and your partner because the person who's jumping has to fight through the resistance, and the person who's holding the resistance band actually has to maintain their stability and pull back the band so that they don't lunge forward as well. So I've done my 10, and now my partner's going to do her 10. As you can see, I was not prepared for that jump, which was my mistake, but please be careful and make sure that your partner can actually hold the band back, and if not, you can grab 2 partners to hold the band back. It's actually more work than you think. Perfect. Okay, for this second exercise, we're going to be doing a forward-backward lunge pass. So you and your partner, so if I go forward, my partner's going to lunge backward, and I'm going to pass the object, and when I go backwards, she comes forward, and I receive it back. So we're going to do 10 total, so 5 lunges each side. If these are too easy for you, feel free to use a heavier object to pass around, or you can even opt for a double forward lunge and a double reverse lunge. I've never tried it, but who knows? And now we're going to switch sides. If these are too hard for you, I would still recommend doing the forward and reverse lunge, but maybe at your own pace without a partner just yet. And that's that. Okay, so for our third exercise, we're going to be doing a high-low pass. So what you're going to do with your partner, we're going to be back to back, and we're going to bend low. I'm going to pass it to her, and I'm going to receive it high up. And this is going to be what it looks like front view. So again, your partner's going to be back to back. We're going to pass it low and receive it high. So we're going to do 10 passes each side, meaning, 10 passes each side. So we're going to do it this way. You guys could also make this harder on yourselves by passing a heavier object. Perfect. Now we're going to switch sides. So we're going to be passing low on my right, her left, and alternate high. Perfect. So now for circuit 3, we're going to be doing 3 exercises as well. We're going to be doing a lateral lunge pass, so you want to grab a little weight, a little package to pass it to your partner. And then we're going to do a side plank with rotation and a V-up. So for the lateral lunge pass, we're going to stand in front of each other, and we're going to lunge for example, we're gonna lunge to our own right. So this is my right, that's her right, and we'll get back up, and I'm gonna throw her the weight, and then we're gonna do it again, and she's gonna throw it back to me. So we're gonna do 10 lunges each side. Let's go. Now we're gonna switch sides. So we're gonna go to our left. And that, okay. So now we're gonna do a side plank with rotation. And there are two variations of a side plank. You could either plank on your hands, which definitely would be more difficult. You could do it on your knees as well, or do it on your elbows. So for this side plank rotation, you and your partner are going to be faced back to back. We're going to be demonstrating on our elbows and knees. So we're going to be back to back. And we're going to reach up and reach down. We're going to rotate our trunk. So we're going to do 5 each side. So a total of 10 plank rotations. And if you have a yoga mat or a towel, you could place that on the ground under your elbows, your hands, your knees, so that it doesn't hurt as much. Remember, you could always challenge yourself by doing the side plank on your hands and feet instead of your knees and elbows. V-ups, it's kind of similar to sit-ups, but your legs are going to go up with your hands at the same time. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go up. All the weight will be on your butt, and you're just going to go up like that. If these are too hard for you, you could do a normal sit-up. So we're going to do 10 V-ups. Really try to put all your weight onto your butt when you come up. And I know it's really hard, but that's what makes us better. So now we're going to do all those circuits again. This will be our second run through, and first we're going to start off with the triceps extensions with the band. Remember, if you want to make this harder on yourself, you could shorten the distance between you and your partner to add resistance to your exercise. But if these are too hard for you, feel free to extend the length of the resistance band to make it easier on yourself. If these are too hard, you could always do a normal body weight squat. But other than that, you should really try to jump as high as you can on these. Remember, if these are too hard for you, feel free to do normal crunches instead. But other than that, make sure you maintain a tight core when doing these. For these jumps, make sure that you guys have a lot of room so that you can jump as far as you can. I know I might not look like I'm jumping very far, but remember, it is really difficult to fight the resistance. Also, make sure that your partner is strong enough and stable enough to be holding the band back. We don't want them to lunge forward because it could be really dangerous and someone could get hurt, and that's the last thing we want. However, if you find these jumps to be too easy for you, feel free to shorten the band. Tell your partner to pull more and shorten it so that it can add more resistance. But if these are too hard for you, lengthen that so it takes off the resistance and it'll be easier for you. For these lunges, you really want to get the full range of motion, and structure is key. If you feel that these are too easy for you, feel free to add more weight. Feel free to do double lunges as well. On the other hand, if these are too hard for you, please take your time so that you could get the right format and do it at your own pace. For these passes, you really want to move your whole upper body as one so that you'll be rotating instead of turning in and turning out only through the shoulders. So this could help by rotating your hips and core at the same time, and it'll help if you include your legs so that the body won't be as stiff. If you guys want to make this more challenging, and this could even be a game, try tossing 2 bags at once. We tried, not so successful, but maybe you guys could do it. Ready? Oh, sorry. Feel free to challenge yourself by doing the planks on your hands and feet instead of knees and elbows. Remember, if these are too hard for you, feel free to do normal sit-ups. So now that we're done with our workout, we're gonna start our 5-minute cool down. So now we're just gonna march in place for 45 seconds. So some people actually wonder why we do cool down exercises. Well, we're just trying to lower our heart rate from that vigorous workout. Can you imagine yourself trying to stretch while you're out of breath? No. So we just want to relax the body and mind before officially ending the circuit. And now we're going to do side steps for another 45. So we're just going to step side to side. So now we're going to do the arm crossover stretch, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds. Then we're going to switch. And we're going to go arm overhead. Switch. And we're going to do standing quads. So just pull your leg back. And then switch sides. Then we're going to do a leg crossover for your hips and glutes. You're going to switch. Now we're going to do a chest opener. So we're going to put our hands behind us, just open that chest and hold for 20 seconds. And now we're going to put our hands in front of us and stretch our upper back for 20 seconds. And that is that. Thank you for working out with us today. We've both had fun and I hope you guys did too. And just stay healthy out there. Bye.